Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 6th to the 12th of February 2017. We start the week with the festival of Imbolc, which is the festival of life returning to the planet. As the snowdrops push through the ground, we can see that the winter is coming to an end, and this is the first signs of spring. Aquarius is the electricity that runs through, the quickening, the vibration that runs through the earth at this time as the sun passes through that sign, melting the ice and melting away our stasis so that we can emerge enlivened and refreshed, rejuvenated, with clear vision of where we want to go in the future. This is very much to do with the heart vibration and what we are transmitting and receiving from our heart. So it's a raising of consciousness. It's taking our sovereignty with this old winter air sign and saying, I know. But the I is the higher self, the inner self, the deeper self, the divine self. So to know ourselves is very important, and to maintain our own frequency regardless of what's going on outside. So a very pure and simple meditation on your heartbeat, your divine spark, and what you're actually transmitting and what your vision of the future is from a place of purity and sanctity is well worth beginning the week with as a meditation. We then have Jupiter turning retrograde in Libra on Monday, so this begins about a 6 month, 5-6 month period where we'll have Jupiter going inwards in the sign of Libra, asking us to recalibrate what is love. We're looking at self-love as well. We're looking at higher connections. We're looking at soul connections with others, but mostly the soul connection with ourselves. So there's a great deprogramming that can go on here. There's a great clearing of the way as Jupiter takes inwards until June the 9th to have a look at what is out of balance, because Libra likes to restore harmony and balance. So any codependency, any external attachments, any false conditioning, especially on the romantic side, are all going to be explored between now and June as we take our sovereignty back and we actually love ourselves first, and then come to any external connections from a place of magnificence and majesty. So this should be good. It may be a little bit painful if we've got programming inside, but it should be a good and very worthwhile journey to walk, to go within and to look at our emotional sovereignty, look at balance, look at self-responsibility, and look at where we're coming from in order that we can then meet others and ourselves on a soul-to-soul level. This doubles up because Venus opposite in Aries is about to retrograde. So we have Jupiter in Libra looking at the sovereignty and balance side of things and clearing away false beliefs, false behaviours. But then we'll have Venus in Aries calling to our independence, calling for us to stand true in ourselves. With the I am principle, again, it's that higher I, it's the divine I that we're getting to know. And once we step into that power, once we spark that flame, then we're standing in our true self. So there's a real feeling of getting to know ourselves, and Venus retrograde will take us all the way through to May. So we've got the next 3 or 4 months of real deep inner work, finding out who we really are, finding our independence, finding our true self, and then being able to make a relationship with ourselves on a higher level and express and connect with others on a higher level as a result. So there's a real makeover going on here for love and independence, and that will take a few months to play out, but it's worth stepping with that every day and exploring, what does love mean to you, and do you love yourself, do you know yourself, and can you connect with your highest expression rather than come from the conditioning and the behaviour that we've been taught is love. Venus is close to Mars, so we've got a fine balancement there of the masculine and feminine as well, so our relationship can be put into balance there. Are we too fiery and active? Are we too feeling and passive? Are we playing the warrior or the victim? All of those roles can come out, all of those archetypes can come out, so that we feel recalibrated and balanced in that way as well, with the masculine and feminine energies teaching us to really come home to ourselves in the sign of Aries. We also have Mercury in Aquarius at the moment. This is for the next few weeks, and when Mercury goes into Aquarius we have the ability to think differently. We can tune in to different thought forms, and we can change the neural pathways, the programming of our brain. we can receive inspiration, we can receive brand new ways of thinking, brand new ideas, and it can be very sudden flashes of genius come through with this combination. So walking with Mercury in Aquarius, where have your thought patterns become calcified? Is there something that you've thought on repeat for so long that you're ready to let go of? Can you check your narrative to make sure that it's actually up to date, and explore the thoughts that are serving you and the thoughts that aren't, and make those necessary changes? So we can tune in with our mind. Your mind loves a job to do. So while Mercury is in Aquarius, give your mind a job to do, to go and check your thought patterns. Are they true? Are they serving you? Are they kind? Are they producing the results that you want? Or is there some inner work that needs to be done to change your mind? We have the power to change our mind, and yet we often ignore that fact. So once we've found an erroneous thought or erroneous belief, erroneous pattern, then we can go in and actually change that at the root, and that then obviously leads to big changes on the outside. So we're walking this week with a very electrical pulse with the Sun in Aquarius and with Mercury, the Magician, in Aquarius. Can we be the inner magic? Can we make those changes on the inside that then permeate into our world? At this time of year with the Imbolc celebrations, it's all about the purity. It's all about the purity being your strength. If we cherish and nurture our inner flame and we reconnect with our inner simplicity and truth, then it's looking at what we're transmitting, like I say, from the heart, but getting to the simple, clear point of it. The joy, the kindness and the honour, and then building out from there is really worth doing this week. Once we've connected with the simplicity, with the spark, then there's a call for vision and freedom, to not just repeat what we've been told, to not just keep going in a linear fashion, but to challenge all of that, to challenge convention, to challenge compliance, to challenge self-limitation and false beliefs, and to embrace the vision that we hold. And this can be accessed by tuning into your excitement. What excites you? What gives you goosebumps? What sends that electrical frisson through your body? Because your vision will be calling from that place, that sacred place. So to have a vision doesn't have to be something that we think about, but it's something that we care about. Aquarius cares deeply about where we're heading as a group, as a society, and as a collective frequency. So can you raise your frequency and then care about something and hold a vision? Because we're not going to fix the world as it falls down. It's necessary at this time in the age of Aquarius that the old structures go. So we don't need to try and fix what's wrong. We need to hold a vision of what can replace it. And that's the very simple message of the age of Aquarius. This takes courage, and we're approaching a full moon in Leo. Leo is the lion, and the lion has a big heart. Courage is cœur in French, it's the word for heart. So as we step into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, can we embrace our lion heart and have the courage to challenge the old structures and to truly break free? Because the timing couldn't be better. But when we do get to the weekend, this is a lunar eclipse, visible from the UK, Europe, USA and other countries from 10:30 p.m. to 3 a.m. UK time. It's the fourth full moon to fall at the 22 degree point, which is astonishing. We had Taurus, the master builder, at 22 degrees Taurus Earth. Then we had Gemini, the master magician, at 22 degrees Gemini. Then we had Cancer at 22 degrees divine feminine water. And now we've got 22 degrees divine masculine fire. So very fiery energy around, very courageous, very rebellious. And for me, as we shine across the axis of the Sun in Aquarius and the full moon in Leo, then the word rebellion is actual rebel lion. So can you be the rebel? Can you be the lion heart? Can you actually find what's wrong and change it, challenge it, and create new vision from within? There is so much fire energy around this year. We've got the fire rooster year. We've got 2017, which adds up to a 1, and 1 is Aries, which is starter fire. And then we've got Mars and Venus and Uranus in Aries. We've got this moon in Leo, and we've got Saturn in Sagittarius. And we're rebalancing ourselves on the inside with the Jupiter aspect in Libra. So put all of this together and we've just got fire, 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 But what we're talking about is the spiritual fire. We can purge and burn out any impurities. We can go into the forge of the heart. We can get to the purity, we can get back to the simplicity, and we can start to lose some of the frustration, the anger, the misdirected passion that has been burning away, any repression, any frustration, any buttons that are pushed, any trigger points. Those can all be explored and healed through the purging fire before we step up and align to our divinity. So our heart is this big furnace, like I say, in Aquarius, transmitting and receiving different emotional frequencies. Can we raise that up? Can we burn away what's not serving us, what's on a lower level? And can we use this fire to amplify and to elevate and to cleanse and to connect with the honour of the divine? So a very, very sacred full moon here, 22 degrees Leo. But as it's an eclipse, it's better to be still. It's better to go within and not act upon any of this energy just yet. So I feel that this week is one of returning to simple, joyful, kind, honourable truth within, and not putting that into any thoughts, words and actions. Returning to what we care about and our excitement, and daring to care, daring to focus our attention on elevation, liberation and what really matters, rather than trying to fix what's broken. Using our heart as a hearth fire. Heart and hearth is the same word. And actually going withinwards, the sacred fire festival, personal meditation, in to burn away anything that's outdated, that's lower frequency and that's not serving us, before we step out of the fire, reborn, elevated, sovereign and ready to create from a place of true, simple empowerment. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week. All of these activities will be happening somewhere personal in your chart for you, and this is what a chart reading is really. We get to know the birth planets and our own vibrational signature, but then we take a look at where the current energies can be harnessed and worked with to clear up our own house. So if you'd like a reading, I am available on Skype. And I also have courses and an online group that you can learn from if you'd like to do some home study or some communication on the private group to study this at your own pace and at your own time. So for any of that, please do contact me, zoehines7@gmail.com.